Yo, welcome to another JefeCast with the Jefe Hippie. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure something out real quick. Okay, I got it. Boom. All right, cool. So, man, the last time I was here, we was talking about KD was traded. And as you can see, I got my background for Valentine's. I have a kush on you. I have a kush on you. So to everybody out there, happy Valentine's Day. So, for all the people that love, I guess tomorrow is the day for all of that good stuff. Me, I'm hit or miss. But for those who are in the spirit of Valentine's, I have a kush on you. But seriously, y'all better have a good day. If you have someone to love on, love them. It shouldn't just take Valentine's for you to recognize that. That's my big issues with some of these holidays. They basically are reminders for people to remember people and to love people. And it's like, you should remember that every day. You need Valentine's. You need a birthday to remember to call somebody. Yeah, I'm just saying. You're going to beat your girlfriend up for 364 days the rest of the year. But for today, because just for Valentine's, oh, yeah, we're going in. I'm going to make sure you have the best time of your life. Relationships are 365 days. So that's why, to me, it ain't that big of a deal. But I'm not going to knock people who's into what they into. We all watched the Super Bowl yesterday. I have so many things to talk about. Like, we had KD get traded. I still can't get over that. Like, he's not going to be ready to play for a little bit. But, like, what? Crazy. Last night was the big game. The big Super Bowl. And I'm going to be frank with you. I'm not an Eagles fan. And let me tell you something. For all you NFC East people who's like, I'm a vote. I want to go with the Eagles because, NFC East. Oh, hell no. I will never root for my rival team in my division to win anything. What? Eagles fans are getting almost as bad as Cowboys fans, in my opinion. You think I want to hear them talk? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jalen hurt. Oh, he hurt the Kansas City Chiefs defense with his legs. Oh, Jalen. I'm glad you lost. No offense. I like Jalen Hurts. Now, I wasn't a fan of him in college. I didn't think he was that great. But, hey, some people transition and they become greater with the right coaches and play callers around them. This is my thing. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is so great that he's undervalued because of that. It's like the LeBron James effect. A guy who continues to put up outstanding numbers every year, get to the championship, but it's like you undervalue how great he is because he does it so easily. Right? Patrick Mahomes sat his whole first year, started his second year, threw 5,000 yards, maybe 50 touchdowns, something like that, won the MVP. He didn't go to the Super Bowl that year. He went next year, second year started, won the Super Bowl, great numbers all the way through. And then you hear people say, oh, Josh Allen's better, or this guy's better. And I'm like, when and where? How do you figure that Josh Allen or any of these other quarterbacks are better than Patrick Mahomes, other than that you are undervaluing his greatness because he does it so easily. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted him to win yesterday, and he did. And I just see, I feel like anybody who's a Cowboys, Redskins, Giants fan, and you rooted for the Eagles, what are you doing? A guy from New York, probably is a New York Giants fan, maybe, I'm guessing, bet $2.2 million on the Eagles. Why? And his payout would only been $2 million more. So you put $2.2 million to make $2.2 million. Okay. And he lost. You know why? Because the universe didn't want a New York Giants person or a New York guy putting $2 million on, $2.2 million on the Eagles. Bro, you see what I'm saying? What are you thinking? You're supposed to bet for the opposite thing. Anyways, I digress. Great game. I'm a little upset. A couple of things happened that blew me. One, I bet on the game. I had Devontae Smith to score. I chose Devontae Smith because I didn't think that everybody's going to be on Brown. Who's going to be the open man? He would be. He catches the ball right at the touchdown. He catches it. My bet is on the line. I'm going to get a payout $400. Let's do it. He catches the ball and runs out of bounds. Almost lost it. He ruined my bet. And then, Patrick Mahomes comes over there and he does a goddamn knee. I was like, yo, y'all ruined my bet. Everything else checked off. I was low. Great game, though. Great game. I thought it would be high scoring. It was high scoring. It was then followed, in the middle. It was followed by the return. They kept showing this picture, like her walking towards the screen with this hairdo. I was like, this hairdo, I hope she don't come out with this. Ugly. What's up with the big muzzy goddamn jacket? I mean, I know I'm not the fashionista, but what is that? Anywho, she comes out. I saw that stomach immediately. I said, oh, wait. Is she pregnant? Don't tell me she had a baby last year and that's still, she got the leftovers. No. Women, regular women may have leftovers. Celebrities never have a stomach after they have a baby. And it's sad, people are coming out and they're saying stuff like this. Amazing how Rihanna is able to keep singing even when she puts the mic aside and doesn't move her lips at all. Too bad Rihanna's lip singing, all the lights in which her lips and lyrics seems to think about, as well as Kung Fu movie dub. That's funny. I love you, but that's the worst lip sync ever. OMG, lip syncing at the Super Bowl should not be allowed. Says who? Who says this woman, she already didn't want to do the damn performance because she was pregnant. She came out. She didn't even get paid for this performance. Did y'all read that? She came out here, did a free performance while she's 5-6 months pregnant. And everybody loves her, and then it's always something. Why is everything a joke? Perfect segue. Check this out. I'm going to come back to this. I ain't done talking about it, but listen to what Denzel Washington says. Please, just 45 seconds, just listen to it. And it makes a lot of sense of how mean-spirited people are in social media.
Look up. You're missing stuff. What is the long-term effect of too much information? We don't know, but we're finding out. I know in my country, the polarization of the electorate, a mean-spiritedness. We've gone from radio presidents to television presidents to internet presidents to BlackBerry presidents to a Twitter president. Where are we going? And I'm not just knocking that man. I'm talking about all of them. Can you put it down? Are you using it or is it using you? And where is it leading you? And I'm not telling you, I'm against the establishment and all of that. I'm telling you, at least ask yourself, what is the long-term effect of too much information? What is it doing to me? Is there a need for 24 hours a day news? Is there 24 hours a day worth of news? Or is it a pin you?
A pin you, not opinion. The reason why I play that, he's talking like presidents and things, but he's talking about the social media and how it's become mean-spirited. Like, people just go on there and have the worst things to say. Could you do any better being pregnant 6 months on a platform 50 feet in the air, having to choreograph, having to sing? Regardless if she didn't sing the songs, you went to see her. That's what we wanted to see. You wanted to see Rihanna Fenty back on stage. That's what you got. Now, I was wondering, before I really realized she was pregnant. I was like, yo, why she's not really dancing? You know what I'm saying? She wasn't really getting it. She didn't really look like she wanted to be there, to be honest. So I thought for what she did a great damn job. I think she did a great job. However, she did do some like scratch and sniff that was talked about. Check it out. I mean, like, we see people grab their stuff all the time. From Madonna, Beyonce, Rihanna, Michael Jackson literally used to just beat the joint up, just like beating his wood up during the joint. Everybody, it's not a big deal. Yes, I get kids watch it. I get it, but so does kids. Kids watching it when Janet Jackson popped her titties out. Okay, kids was watching, and apparently the symbolism behind the whole halftime show, because I watched some shit and it was discussed this morning, was that all the guys that was dressed in white were like semen and sperm, and she was like basically getting pregnant type. It's crazy. They was trying to get her pregnant, but I guess she was already pregnant. I don't know, but it was something to do with her being the egg and the semen. So, but regardless of the fact, bro, we know what. Enjoy the entertainment. God damn. Back to the game. So I thought it was a great game. Again, Patrick Mahomes went down with the ankle. The Eagles came out firing, man. Sometimes I'd be nervous. I knew Patrick Mahomes would be good, but it was like, man, it was coming out hot. Good game. Mahomes, I'm happy he finally got his second MVP and his second Super Bowl. So now that undervalue of his greatness should now be put up there, and it should be measured the way it should be. He is the best quarterback in the league. He has the best coaching system in a sense. I mean, like, what else can we say? All right, Tom Brady's gone. It's this young man right here. A great future of football. You got Herbert, you got Jackson, you got Hurts, you got my boy from the Bengals, Burrow. It's a lot of young talent that look good. This shit. Dang, I just pulled my damn. Why I do that? I pulled this right off my damn pen. So yeah, that was the Super Bowl. I thought it was fun. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Before I go any further, let me just acknowledge, because I didn't acknowledge it in that last week because I was living life. But want to show and shout out LeBron James for passing Kareem in a Lakers jersey. I'm a Lakers fan, been a Lakers fan since about 2000. So it's great to see somebody doing something amazing. Since we're not winning, breaking records.
LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone. The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
You get the point. Kareem has not had the greatest things to say about LeBron. So I know it was definitely, he had to swallow his pride when he went and did this. I was happy to finally see them, at least, if only for a moment, pretending to be happy for him. But congratulations, LeBron. Just want to put that out there, man. People can argue greatest of all time or whatever the case is. If people believe that, then you don't have. I won't knock you for believing it. I still think Jordan's better than him. Only when it comes down to championship, and Jordan never quit on his team, and it just comes down to that. Him and Kobe, them guys never quit. I've seen LeBron quit. I love you, LeBron. No offense, but I've seen you quit. But congratulations. Let me not make this negative. Moving forward, random. I came across these pictures. I'll let you decide. This is John Cena on the movie set. You can't tell there, but he's wearing women's clothing. Yeah, it's John Cena. I don't know why, but this is him at the movie set, walking around. So maybe it has something to do with the movie. I pray to God it does, because what the hell is going on? Come on, Hollywood. Don't do that to John Cena. Let me get into some quick reviews. I had just watched You, season 4. I'm trying to think if I should really delve into what happens, or should I just give a brief oversight of what I had seen, because not everybody may have seen it, and I hate spoiling something before people got a chance to enjoy something. So basically, is his name Joe? I guess his name's Joe. I hated this show. I never watched season 1 or 2. I came in on 3, and that season was horrible. I thought it was complete insanity. But when I saw the trailer for this, and he's basically looking for somebody who's trying to frame him or killing other people, it piqued my interest. It's a little different. It's not the way, it's not going to be crazy stupid like it was in the last one. Okay, so basically, he is in London. He's been looking for the girl, the black girl, and he becomes a professor. The professor, the guy set him up across from his flat. He can see in, and he can see him and this woman, whatever the case is. He doesn't really like the guy, but the guy helps him out. So they go out. He basically they go out, get drunk, they drink absinthe. And if you ever watch Get Him to Greek with Russell Brand and Jonah Hill, you know that absinthe slaps your face. It slaps you. So he took like 2 shots of absinthe. He was lit. Drunk, knocked out. He wakes up. The guy's dead on the table. Before that, he meets some people, and immediately he meets this one guy. I don't want to spoil it. He meets a person, and I was like, you're it. You're the guy. You're the girl. You're the person. And it basically it's just going, people being like, there's people, bodies showing up, and he's disposing of them. The person's curious about who he is. Like, I'm gonna find out who you are. Ultimately, he kind of wants to partner with him in a sense, like, but at the same time, he's now kind of dealing with the woman of the guy. It's a whole thing. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was pretty good. I thought that the first half of season 4 of You was pretty good. I just thought I didn't like the very end, and you'll see, and maybe how you'll take it. But I didn't like that he passed up on something that could have been beneficial for him, to go out to basically chase his obsession in a different way. But it's good. I'm glad that I guessed the person. I love it. I'm sorry, guys. I hate when I can't guess the person. I be trying. I got him, her, him, them, the person. I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah. So that was You. I ended up watching. I finally caught up with X. I've been trying to watch X. I couldn't get a good copy. I finally watched it, and X basically follows a director, a cameraman, a porn star, a male porn star, and 2 females, Brittany Snow and that chick on the poster, Jenny, what's her name? Jennifer Ortega, Wednesday. She's playing the girlfriend of the video person, but so basically they went to go shoot a porno they went and rented out a space in this country farm-ish area, and they didn't tell the family, the old couple, that they was going to film a porno. So I think who's the guy? The black dude is what's that rapper's name? I didn't even know it was him. Kid Cudi. They have set. They're making a porno. But as they're making a porno, you can see Jenny or Jennifer, whatever her damn name is, the girl, Ortega. She's like, you can see she's intrigued. Like she's really looking and watching and all this stuff. At the same time, the man's wife is a little crazy. And so she sees that they're shooting a porno. She's watching this. she's getting turned on. She's going to her husband saying, "Babe, like she's trying to." They're not attractive looking people. They got makeup and stuff, but she's trying to have sex with him, and he's like, "No, baby, my heart not good," and all this stuff. He ends up having sex with the director's girl too on camera, and then Ortega wanted to shoot a film, like shoot a scene. Her boyfriend was against it. I thought this was pretty messed up because she still shot the scene, had sex, and he had to film that, which is horrible. So he's upset. He goes to leave, and the lady is standing in the middle of the street. He goes to like engage her, and she starts like kissing on him, and he hugging on him, and he's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? She ends up killing him. They killed everybody. How did Brittany Snow die? They ended up basically that woman ended up killing everybody, and they ended up going with the husband and trying to find the wife, but found out that the husband was basically in on it too. But this girl, like, she was really into this girl, right? Like the old lady really liked this chick, and so I saw that they made a prequel called Pearl, but it's featuring her, and it's set like 70 years. It's set way before the events of this. So I'm like, how is she and Pearl and this? Apparently, the woman that was killing everybody looked like her. I saw Pearl. The woman looked just like how she looked. So that's why. But yeah, so she basically killed everybody. Her and the husband, they killed everybody, and she ended up coming out killing them. Even Ortega was killed. Like, boyfriend killed, Ortega killed, director killed. They stuck him in the eyes. He was looking through the people. They stuck him in the eyes with something. Yeah, they killed everybody. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. And the girl survived. They're going to make a sequel to that, but they made the prequel Pearl. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch Pearl. But if you want to see a cool, it's not like ridiculous or over, gory. It's just a pretty good horror movie. Like, it's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty good. I just watched the recent Plane that came out with Michael Colton and Gerard Butler, and basically Gerard Butler is a pilot, and he's not a disgraced pilot, but he had a situation where a passenger punched him in the face, and he knocked the guy ass out and choked him out. So he's like on the short leash. He get like bad flight. So he's trying to meet his daughter and her aunt somewhere, Hawaii, but they're coming through the Asian, continent. And they bring on Michael Colton, who's a prisoner. He's been running where he's supposed to serve blah 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 sometimes. So they're bringing him back. During the course of the flight, they get struck by lightning, and the plane, basically loses power. So the way they show him land that joint was sick, you know what I'm saying? But in the course of everything happening, a stewardess and the guy who was watching the Michael Colton, the detainee, they both died. Like, with the plane jumping, they hit their head, neck broke because they was walking. Like, he was trying to pick up his phone, and she was trying to come and stop him, and then that turbulence broke their neck. So they end up having to land in a very, some of them countries, like some of them areas are just like isolated, and you will be murdered. Especially if you're white. If you're a white American, you already know they're going to definitely keep you as hostage, and then they're going to, because you're white. They don't care about the black people. Oh, they're cool. You stay back there. We need the white people. They're going to pay for them. You know how it is. So they land, and they end up getting off. Gerard Butler takes Colton with him to kind of try to find someone to contact or whatever. While they're gone, the little militia of that area comes and basically kidnaps him and takes him off. So Gerard Butler finally gets on the phone. He's able to call his door. He tries to call the airport and tell it's him, But the lady's like, we've been dealing with a bunch of prank calls, sir. You know, it's not funny. And it's also like the head, they're showing the group, the people that's behind like the company, they're talking and they're trying to figure the situation out. So he ends up getting in contact with his daughter briefly before this guy comes in there to fight and do all this stuff. But him and Michael Colton ended up going and freeing the guys. He ends up giving up himself, and it's just a whole lot. Like he gives up himself, and what do they? Oh yeah, they sent the group of people that's at New York trying to find their plane. Sent a group out there to go and get them, like a rescue team. So when he finally gave himself up, and all the passengers and hostages and Michael Colton is on the bus waiting for him or seeing what's going on so they can make their escape, because the pilot's worth more than everybody else who's here. They're about to kill him, and that's when the team show up and they basically get him out of there. It's a pretty, I enjoyed the movie. They ended up, what his idea was to fly the plane that he crashed out of there, and they ended up doing it in a great shootout scene and everything. Nobody, in my opinion, nobody that should have died didn't die, and that's what I need. Don't you get tired of seeing a movie like it's a horror movie and the person like sick? She's running from the guy. She goes to this neighbor's house, gets the guy, and the neighbor gets killed. Like a guy that's just trying to help, I hate when that happens. Like people who are completely innocent in the situation and murdered. That didn't happen in this one. I really enjoyed playing. I like seeing Michael Colton. That's Luke Cage to me. Luke Cage back there, man. He, if y'all haven't seen it, was on Netflix. Daredevil. I mean, he did the Daredevil and all of that with the Punisher and all the Defenders. And of course, Gerard Butler, 300. I always loved Gerard Butler. So those was cool. Let me see. What else I got there? Oh, just real quick, I want to shed some light on this because I always talk about, how people always talk about being big philanthropists. And I give to my charities. And I'm like, I can't tell what you talk about. You get your charity. I don't see that. I can't tell if that money goes exactly where you say it goes. It's not. I don't see it in the community. I don't see it anywhere. But you swear up and down by these charities. And check this out. Russell Wilson. It just keeps coming. Worth noting that Russell Wilson won NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2020 in part of his charity. An investigation has found that Broncos Russell Wilson Foundation has spent just 24.3 cents of every dollar on the charitable activities in 2020 and 2021 combined. The foundation has raised millions, but only a quarter of it goes to charity. So I just want to put that out there because I always say that. And me and my father was talking earlier. And we was talking about how these billionaires and say they'll leave what they need to leave for their children or whatever, their family, and then they'll donate the rest of their charities. Like if I die, just donate my net worth to Why? Why would you donate them to your favorite charities that they're not going to use but for themselves? Like put it into the community. Why can't billionaires put the money into the community? They don't think that we're not going to thrive and make the money. It's not going to prosper, and we're not going to go shop, and we're not going to consume. Why don't they put it back? Because they don't want us to be good, yo. It's just funny. It's crazy to see this from Russell Wilson, old Mr. Nice Guy. All the great comments and little words with the phrases and statements he makes, and then this type of bullshit. He's lame for that. Blah, 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 blah. And I think I'm gonna run through a couple of movie reviews, and I think we're going to. Oh, this aged well. You just got traded, Patrick Beverly. I just wanted to play this for everybody.
You'll be playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
They'll be playing with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the playoffs last year. They didn't. That's the difference.
Have you guys started talking yet?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'm glad that we get a chance to play with each other. Then anything else, I'm excited to see it go on. I'm excited to get the ballot.
Traded. Yeah, he's been traded. I don't know why. Who is Patrick Beverly? Who is he to be sitting there talking about AD LeBron playing with me? First of all, you was on the Timberwolves, and when you was like the fourth best player on your team, maybe. I'm so glad he's gone. I just want to put that age beautifully. All righty. First one, which one is which? This is, I don't know. But the Flash trailer, holy crap, was so dope. I'm missing one. There's supposed to be 3. Which one is this one? I think this is the Flash. Let's see. But this one is dope.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. It's my face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Sorry. We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future. What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
I ain't gonna lie. If you don't understand what's going on, they're breaking the multiverse. That is Michael fucking Keaton. Batman from 1989. I love Michael Keaton's Batman movie. They brought Michael. Y'all just watch me down online. Yo, what do you mean? They brought back Michael Keaton, bro? Like, that's tight. I don't even like Ben Affleck, but he's in it. You know, they got the 2 Batmans. They got the new Superman girl. I guess they kicked Clark Kent was supposed to be in it, but they had some issue there, so they took him out. That joint looks amazing. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about the Flash. That joint looks like that. So basically, it's breaking the multiverse. Is why you say multiples of all that stuff. If you're not a comic book person, it will just. It's like what's going on with the Marvel with the multiverse, and same thing. They're just trying to correct their mistakes with their universe. So hopefully after this movie, we can start going up with the DC, because who doesn't love Batman's Green Lantern, Supergirl, Catwoman, like bro, Aquaman. I grew up a huge DC fan. It's just Marvel movies are better. And I've always loved the Hulk, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't grow up watching Thor and them. I watched more faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. Like I had them VHS tapes. You know what I'm saying? So that looks super dope. Just to give you a little brief time to relax in the middle before I go to this next one. What was the last one? Fast X. Who cares? That don't blows me. I'll put it on the next one. Check out this story. I thought it was hilarious. It's about Jimmy Butler, the basketball player for the Miami Heat. I think this is it. So it says NBA stars visited a brothel in Brazil. Basically, they visited a brothel in Brazil, right? And he basically had just broken out with his team. And it said it wasn't a surprise, thus to learn that his stamina was ridiculous, right? So he goes to Brazil, and he ends up linking up with this chick. Him and the teammates went to the brothel, and basically he blew this chick back all the way out. So much so that she told and asked for a week off because she needed time of rest. So I just want to put a funny story out there that my boy Jimmy Butler is putting down the straps. He is slapping it. He's beating it up. I wish the bottom wasn't blocking for you. It says they drank a lot and didn't leave the girl. They didn't leave any woman unharmed. Something. But she basically asked for the rest of the week off because his performance was so astounding. So a hooker, no offense, said that the man was too much. So Jimmy Butler, if y'all catch him in the streets, y'all know what he got. He gonna wear you out. He probably was in there for a whole basketball game on her. Gave her 48 minutes of actual playing time and probably 12 minutes of rest. I just thought that was a funny story. Back to the movie, what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I do believe that Star-Lord will probably die, as well as Drax. The reason why I say that is because he's talking about going over with James Gunn to DC. So, and then the way they kind of shoot this, somebody's going to die that's important. They kind of got Adam the Warlock, who can kind of step in and be the leader now. So I don't think Rocket would die. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Peter Quill. I'm going with Drax. I don't want Peter Quill to die, but that would make the story more, it will seem more important with a huge death like that.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord. I formed the Guardians. Met a girl, fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back. Came back a total dick.
Oh, please. He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
I get the same old dreams, same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up.
My sacred mission is to create the perfect society.
He didn't want to make things perfect. He just hated things the way they are.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful to fight beside my friends.
Incinerate them.
We were always searching for a family until we found each other.
Are you ready for one last ride?
We'll all fly away together.
Into the forever and beautiful sky.
was that you were in love with? It sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
What? Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
Fucking stupid. But yeah, I thought those are two pretty good trailers. I wished I did have the Fast X one. Did I even record it? I probably just typed it in and then just forgot. I didn't even see Fast 9. So I just kind of had enough of it. So, you know, I don't even know. I've had enough. Once they pulled the helicopter and plane out the air, and that one where he basically crashed his car, flew across the freeway, caught the girl, and landed on another car on the other side. I said, man, F Fast Furious. I can't take it no more. Are we watching superheroes or are we watching street races? I don't even know what's going on. Like, I mean, the last thing I knew, John Cena was supposed to be against Vin Diesel, but it looks like they're back buddies. I don't know. I don't know. Why is this still going on? Are they going to go to jail or what? Like, everybody that dies comes back. I mean, what's next? Little Bow Wow's gonna come back. Why couldn't they bring back dude from Tokyo Drift? Where is he? He should show up. He's a part of the Furious. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Whatever. I just need to do this really briefly because it's for me. I don't know if it's for you, but it's more for me. The origins of Groundhog Day. I just wanted to know. So, first Groundhog Day, it says has roots in ancient Christian tradition. You never ask, like, why does a groundhog dictate? I don't get it. On February 2nd, 1887, Groundhog Day featured a rodent meteorologist. It's celebrated for the first time at Gobbler's Knob in Puxatawny. If you don't get off my screen, I'm trying to read something. According to tradition, if a groundhog comes out of his hole on this day and sees a shadow, it gets scared and runs back into his burrow, predicting 6 more weeks of winter. No shadow means an early spring. So Groundhog Day has its roots in ancient Christian tradition of Candlemas, when clergy would bless and distribute candles needed for winter. The candles represented how long and cold the winter would be. Germans expanded on this concept by selecting the animal, the hedgehog, as a means of predicting weather. Once they came to America, German settlers in Pennsylvania continued the tradition, although they switched the hedgehogs to groundhogs, which were plentiful in the Keystone State. Oh, well, there we go. But is there what makes, like, groundhogs are called woodchucks? Because the woodchuck chuck with a woodchuck. How you say that? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Almost. A little stutter at the end. One more time. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, I got that. All right. So they said they go into hibernation in the late fall. During this time, their body temperatures drop significantly. Their heartbeat slow from 80 to 5 beats per minute, and they could lose 30% of their body fat. Who cares? They emerge from their burrows to look for a mate, not to predict the weather before. They look for a mate, not to predict the weather before going underground again. They come out for hibernation for good in March. In 1887, a newspaper editor belonging to a group of groundhog hunters from Punxsutawney called the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club declared that Phil, the Punxsutawney groundhog, was an American only true weather forecasting groundhog. The line of groundhogs that have since been known as Phil might as be America's most famous groundhogs, but other towns across North America now have their own weather predicting rodents. So, all right, there we go. That's why that happened. Now you're informed. The more you know. All right, let me make sure I covered all my bases with y'all, and we can get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be wrong. I could have 14 more things to talk about, and then we're going to stay here a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. No. Let me see. Let's see what I covered. Let me make sure. Okay, I did that. Did that too. I just did that. I did show that. Oh yeah, quickly, Brett Favre is suing Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee for defamation because they told the truth and saying that he stole millions of dollars from the Mississippi, some that was supposed to money that was supposed to go to the people that don't have. His rich ass was pocketing, and it was text messages that showed that he knew that he was doing that, and he said that he was hoping that his name, he was asking if his name would not be in this, and the guy said, of course not. So that was a defamation if somebody's telling the truth. Anyways, Brett Favre, I never liked you, and I continue not to like you because I never liked the Packers. I was a Broncos fan, and that's why we beat y'all in the Super Bowl. The officer in the Nichols case has a history of violence. He apparently has a there's an ongoing investigation of him being involved in a beating of a prison inmate. So this should have been spotted and stopped. He should have been taken off duty off of that alone. Instead, he was still out there abusing more people. Who knows how many people these officers may have done anything to? You know, black or white, your ass deserves to go in jail. You need to keep your hands to yourself and do your damn job. Or you need to get some more training. Seriously, and learn how to deal with people. People not want to just say, oh, it's the police. Hey, I'm gonna do what you say. Nah, you make people uncomfortable. I think I might want to get the hell away from you. I don't even got nothing wrong with me. I just don't want to talk to you. You see why? Anything. I just ran. Y'all beat me up, kill me. Oh, thanks. Oh, I beat you out front. You put your knee on my neck. Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm walking down the street. You just shoot me down. Oh, well, thank you. So you understand why we don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all need to start doing the new thing where y'all talk to us from 25 feet. Hey, excuse me, sir. You with the blue shirt, with the dreads. Me? Real quick, can I ask you a couple of questions? About what, sir? Yeah, because I'll feel more comfortable if you're about 30 feet away from me, bro. Nobody wants y'all up on us, bro. Y'all, wow. Y'all have bad lives. Y'all probably sexually frustrated. Seriously, y'all fucking be working all the goddamn time. Y'all don't make a lot of money, so y'all have to fucking work security jobs and all this other stuff. So y'all probably sexually frustrated. Your life, if you are married, you're not having a good time. You're almost like the judge on that TV show when the guy said that he doesn't look happy, and then a couple of years later, it turns out that the bailiff killed his wife. So he was right. He wasn't happy. Thumbs up with y'all. Y'all have like a need for power, what's it called? When you're trying to overcompensate for something. You're so forceful using your power. Y'all lame, bro. Like, y'all really gave good police officers a bad name. And we are just so untrusting of all of you now. I don't even like, and to be honest, you think I don't like white cops? Yeah, I'm very uncomfortable. But I'm even more uncomfortable with black cops. Before this happened, like, dog, black cops, they be worse. They be walk up on your joint, you black, and you be like, hey, what's up, man? Oh, nah, nigga. You be like, dang, what's wrong with you? I look like somebody that bullied you in school, bro. Am I lying? Somebody tell me I'm lying that black police officers don't go harder on black people than white people. At least in some of the cases I've been in. I actually tell officers as soon as I see them, I'm very uncomfortable. I tell them that. So, oh, no, I'm uncomfortable. And I told the dude, he pulled me over right in front of I was turning into my neighborhood. He came speeding behind me too. I'm like, oh, what? Turn, pull me over. He come, I'm like, oh, I'm just like, just making it, I'm uncomfortable. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm uncomfortable with you. You're white, I'm black. I kind of just, I told him that. And he really, his demeanor changed. And he really was trying to show me like, hey, man, I'm just, and so, I appreciated that. But y'all are terrible, man. Your use of power, your brutality, y'all some bums. And you all should go to jail. Yep. Hope you do. Quickly. Shouldn't even take too much longer. Why aren't they in there? Are they in? They're in there. No bond. Give no goddamn bond. Bastards. All right, we're about to wrap this up. Last thing, what was it? Somewhere in here. Oh, I feel bad for John Wall. Yeah, He was literally bought out of Houston, and then 2 years later gets traded back to Houston and going to get bought out again. But I would love if he went with the Wizards. I was thinking that. I was like, they buy him out. Why not go back to the Wizards? Come on, come back, man. We need John Wall back. You know, he didn't want to leave. They didn't want to keep him for the money that he was being paid. All right, well, he's not going to get paid the same money. Come back home. There's something I'm looking for. Michael Parsons. Is this it? No, this is another one that blew me, though. The Redskins aren't saying they're going to pick up Chase Young. Like, they're not guaranteeing that. And it's like, what do you mean? This dude he's the truth, bro. He was hurt. Like, oh my goodness. These guys, the Redskins, I got to find me a new team. I can't take this. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Like, Jesus Christ. There's something else. It was about Micah Parsons, and I was out of here. Is this it? Oh, yeah. So the Blazers training staff were pushing Gary Payton II to play through injury with Toradol shots per Shams and Anthony Slater. And Micah Parsons, a linebacker for the Cowboys, said, sad to say, but this is 95% in the NFL. You know, I have one of my close friends, my brother Rod. He always, when we talk about why he didn't try to pursue going into the NFL, he was like, it's the nigga for lease. Like, it's like for the money that they pay you, I'm going to use an example. Dak Prescott, a couple of years ago, was paid that money by Jerry Jones. I have never seen an owner go on national TV and look the man in his face and tell him, I overpaid you. Told him, this black dude, to his face. I ain't never seen that with no white quarterback ever. This white man looked this black dude in his face and said, I overpaid you. Right? What happened? He broke his damn ankle, right? I think he broke his ankle. And then he hurt his shoulder right before he came back. He literally had a bad bum shoulder, not even a week or two before the regular season, right? The first game, Jerry Jones had that man throw the ball 50 damn times. And you know why? In my opinion, because in Jerry's mind, you're going to earn this goddamn money that I'm giving your black ass. That's how they look at these players. We giving you millions. I don't care about your injuries. I don't care if you're hurt. Shoot it up. Get your ass out there. That's not right. That's not right. But, I mean, damn. They definitely are. I mean, what would you do? Could you you are being paid. If you can play, I guess play through the pain, but if you can't, don't. I don't blame Lamar Jackson for not playing for the Ravens for the rest of the year. And saying that he was still hurt. This guy wants to be paid. Y'all trying to pay him minimal money, but then you need him so y'all can have y'all success, but it's at the cost of his body. I think that was the year that they paid Dak was the year that Dak broke his ankle. And they was forced to pay him over the offseason, and he hurt his shoulders. That's what happened. So he tried to bet on himself, and it didn't work out. So basically, I just thought that was protect your bodies, guys. I mean, if you can go. If you can't, it is what it is, right? So, with that said, smoketh the weed. I have a kush on you. I have a happy Valentine's, God damn it. Slap it. Slap it up. Like it. But no babies. Peace.